Her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
Caitlin Clark just demonstrated why she is a once-in-a-century phenomenon and why the WNBA is going crazy, as she is the first athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own trademark basketball shoe. Yes, Michael Jordan is the most famous and valuable athlete in the world.
Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
And Caitlin, who achieved it in just her first season in the WNBA, is influencing not only basketball fans, but the entire sports world.
It was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
Her talent is on an other planet, a level that players like Angel Reese can only imagine. But when you're this brilliant, jealousy is a natural part of the experience. Haters are simply a part of the deal when you're simultaneously altering the culture and dominating the game. Fans and detractors alike are observing Caitlin Clark's every move because she is more than simply a player. She is a revolution.
Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
In case you missed it, Caitlin Clark has completely changed the course of women's basketball and, to be honest, the sports business as a whole. She is not only creating history, but also rewriting it. It's a huge change that puts Clark in a league of her own. Let's face it, this isn't just about putting her name on a basketball and calling it a day. Clark has landed a deal with Wilson's Sporting Goods, becoming the first athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own signature basketball collection. This deal screams power, progress, and evidence that women in sports are no longer content with scraps for many years. Women's basketball has been marginalized, underfunded, and undervalued, but Clark has overcome these obstacles as if they never were. Her victory over Wilson is not only a victory for her, it is a huge victory for all female athletes vying for attention. Remember Pete Maravich's NCAA scoring record? She broke it, which helped Iowa win big games. While everyone else was playing catch-up, Clark was out there creating a legacy. Clark has been shattering records and next on the court since her college days. She is simply a game changer, and not just a basketball player.
Michael Jordan. I know you're not a major basketball
Him, I know.
but she is the Michael Jordan of female basketball.
The Michael Jordan comparison comes next. At first glance, it might seem like a stretch, but consider this. Just as Michael Jordan made basketball a worldwide sensation, Clark is revolutionizing the WNBA and women's sports in general. She has the talent, charisma, and most importantly, the ability to attract audiences who might not have otherwise given women's basketball a second look. Speaking of audiences, let's talk numbers. Games with Clark have seen viewership skyrocket, nearly tripling the WNBA average. For comparison, national broadcasts are now drawing in 1.32 million viewers, which is enough to make even the NBA blush. She's not just filling seats, she's filling entire stadiums, venues for her group with almost 340,000 fans this season. The Indiana Fever broke attendance records. This isn't a coincidence, it's a phenomenon, and it doesn't end at the arena. Who's at the center of all that excitement? You guessed it, Clark. She's not just playing the game, she's driving the conversation, the clicks, and the engagement. The WNBA's digital footprint has exploded in just the first week of the season. The league's social media channels racked up 157 million video views, a staggering 380 increase from last year.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
She is a one-woman gold mine in terms of finances. Sales of jerseys at the WNBA's merchandising store broke records. The value of the league sponsor media hit $136 million this year, and nearly half of that is directly related to Clark and the Fever. She's transforming brand deals into an art form, bringing in high-profile partnerships and demonstrating that investing in women's sports isn't just the right thing to do, it's smart business. Clark's leading the pack Fever merchandise alone saw a 193% increase, Let me repeat that over 1,000% growth because of one rookie.
Caitlin Clark on a worldwide marketability list for athletes to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. I mean, she's ahead of Steph Curry. Steph Curry is behind her on the list.
But hold on, there's more. Beyond the court, Clark has a significant impact on the local economy. In Indianapolis alone, her influence is estimated to be $36 million, derived from ticket sales, merchandise sales, and ripple effects on nearby companies. She's only getting started, but she's already significantly boosting the city's economy. Caitlin Clark's rise isn't just about stats or records, it's a full-blown cultural reset. She's the pattern for how women's basketball should look, feel, and thrive in the current era. Every young athlete with hopes of making it big is looking at Clark and thinking that could be me. Her impact is evident in the way she changed, not just in the numbers. The narrative: she is a walking, talking character. In addition to being a basketball player, 2024 Revolution Time magazine gave her the title of Athlete of the Year. Let's take a moment to clarify that this distinction isn't Basketball Player of the Year or Female Athlete of the Year. Rather, it's a title reserved for individuals who push the boundaries of what's possible, and Clark is doing just that. This recognition isn't just a pat on the back, it's a global spotlight shining on her and, by extension, women's basketball. It's embarrassing that it took this long.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball.
And Clark isn't just making waves on the court, she's stealing the show. When she made an appearance at the Time Dinner in New York City, it wasn't just another appearance, it was a statement. She's not just a basketball star, she's a cultural icon, rubbing elbows with the world's elite. She's demonstrating that athletes can and should have a seat at every table, from boardrooms to red carpets, and every move she makes outside of basketball is a huge step forward for women in sports. Comparing Clark to Tiger Woods isn't even a stretch at this point. It's a fact. Just as Tiger made golf into a must-watch TV show and fundamentally changed its Nancy, Clark is doing the same for women's basketball, changing the perception of the sport and demonstrating that it's worthwhile to invest in marketing and obsess over rather than just watch. Few athletes in history have had this type of appeal, but Clark already possesses it.
Was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else.
Her quick ascent in the WNBA hasn't exactly been plain sailing, though, and some league veterans aren't thrilled with the attention she's sucking up, and can you blame them? Great power comes with controversy. Clark's immediate fame and multi-million-dollar deals bring to light problems the league has been facing for years, such as pay disparities, lack of recognition, and the fight for respect. She's not the one creating the conflict. Rather, she's bringing it to light, and the league is finally waking up. The WNBA recently spent $50 million to upgrade, to begin drafting a new collective bargaining agreement to increase player compensation, and began operating charter flights. They know Clark is a once-in-a-generation player, and they're fighting to keep up with the momentum she's created. It's about time, but let's not give them too much credit for responding to what has been clear for years. This isn't charity. It's survival.
So long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama because they're jealous.
The commotion. Additionally, Clark has sparked discussions about growth. With more people tuning in and attending than ever before, the WNBA is being pushed to consider broader expansion as more than just an opportunity. It's a need. The league has long been overdue for growth, and her ability to fill arenas and draw viewers has put that conversation front and center. The demand is there, as Clark has made quite plain. So why is there a delay? Then there is her $28 million Nike agreement. Take a moment to realize that this is not just a salary. It's a microphone drop. It's the sort of deal that affirms that female athletes are equally valuable. Worth as much as their male equivalents, if not more, Clark isn't only making money, she's also raising the standard. Finally, companies are realizing that it's smart business to wager on women's sports, and Clark is the jackpot.
Idea of some players being jealous? Yes, that probably exists. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pros?
The question now is whether they can keep up as the WNBA rides this wave of attention. Clark put them in the spotlight on her own, but maintaining that momentum is a completely different matter. The league cannot afford to lose. They must grow, innovate, and take advantage of the energy Clark has brought in. If they are astute enough to grasp the opportunity, it is also theirs. Although Caitlin Clark's career is just beginning, the impact she has already had is astounding. She is not only shattering records but also barriers. The true difficulty in redefining what is feasible and establishing a new benchmark for women's basketball isn't whether she can continue or if the league and the sport can advance to her level. One thing is certain: Caitlin Clark is here to make the rules, not to play by them.